Alright, we got Valhalla. Welcome back, guys. Time for, hopefully, actually, you know what? We may not have Valhalla. Oh, what am I talking about? I've lost my mind. Helps if you put credits in the machine. Alright, so I'm trying something a little different. I went ahead and did $25 denomination rather than we've been doing like 2 and 5 times, 400 on the line bet. So I figured, what if we go with a higher denomination, lower line bet? Because I haven't tried that yet. So let's do that. So we got $25 denomination. You can see I've also set it up at 5, 2, and 1. But with a max bet of 900. Let's see what we can do. So we're going to do 9 lines. Total bet of 36. Welcome back, Chris. Welcome back, Robert. Welcome back, White Feathers. And welcome back, Chrissy Love. Let's see if we can get as lucky as we did on Clio 2. So you were saying, Chrissy, that this is, there's no limit, right, on the retriggers on this? We can go all the way up to 900. Well, I guess there's a limit, but it's 900, right? Can you imagine getting 900 free spins? And cheers to you, sir, as well. How are the fireball shots coming along? I've actually got me some locally brewed beer in the fridge. We have some really good breweries out here where I live. And one of them I'm loving right now. It's amazing how quickly all the microbrews popped up within the last like 7 or 8 years. Right? White Feathers will probably go 0. Probably go to 0. I would agree with you on that. I think the odds of it going to 0 are pretty much 100%. If we sit here long enough, it will always go to 0. Yeah, it's a bad sign, when the fireballs are going down smooth. It's always the first 1 or 2 are a little rough. After that, it's like water. Last week we did a pretty good session on Valhalla. I think we did like 2 or 3 hours. It was pretty rough to us last week. I'm hoping we can change that. I did not clear the accounting because I'm hoping that we can use that to our advantage. We've got one of my favorite breweries out here, Santa Fe Brewery. It's in Santa Fe, I believe. It's called Marble Brewery. And they make an amazing IPA. And they just started putting out this pale ale, which is phenomenal. It's like an 8.96 beer. It's really super strong, but you can tell they don't cheap out on the ingredients either. I mean, they use lots of two-row in there. Oh, you haven't seen this one, Candace? Yeah, this is Valhalla by IGT. It's actually called Treasures of Valhalla. It has a capability on the bonus round to trigger or retrigger up to 900 free spins, which makes it one of our choices for the $1 million goal. If we could just get the bonus, right? bonus round's pretty cool. So my hopes were that by putting it at a $25 denomination, that we would maybe it would change things up a little bit, because last week was pretty brutal on this game, and I think we had it at $5 on the denomination. We'll try your trick there, Robert. We're going to do 3 fast stops, and then let it roll. Maybe 4. Let's try 4. Oh, that sounds pretty cool. White feathers. It's a website called World of Beers. I'll have to check that out. Like a beer of the month club. I know they have that wine club where they'll send you different bottles of wine. That would be pretty cool. A beer club. Try beers from all over the world. That was quick 50 right there. For those of you who like to keep track, we got 50 in. We're putting another 50. So we are officially in it for 100. Oh yeah, up in Seattle, tons of microbrews, and it's become like that down here too, down in the Southwest. Hey, nice. There you go, 2,000 times 25. That's a good hit. $50,000 hand pay. Nice start. Finally. So Johnny Slot asks if I ever would trust an online slot. Personally, I mean, I've done that before. I don't though. I really don't. I'll just be honest. I would not pile a lot of money into an online slot. That's just me though. That is just me. Having a software background, yeah, I don't think I would. Hey, what's up, Jess? No, this is what we do is we have a full-size slot machine here that each day I go live 2 or 3 times a day on different IGT slot machines. And what we're trying to do here is see if we can actually make one of these machines pay $1 million jackpot. So far, after, geez, how long have we been at this, guys? Man, like 5 weeks so far. We've gotten close. We're really close. On Cleopatra 2, 3 weeks ago, we hit 840,000. But that's the closest we've come. But yeah, back to that software bit. I mean, you've seen it. You can play on HOV or any of the for free, free for fun. And you can see that, really, you can see that I can program this machine, an actual real slot machine, up to a certain percentage. And the only reason we can't go beyond that is because of the restrictions put in place by IGT. When they burned the boards, they made the software. So if those restrictions were not on there, we could go well beyond or well below 80%. So my question would be, if you're a software engineer or making these games for these online casinos, are there any regulatory things in place? Meaning, does somebody actually check that and make sure the software is actually paying what they claim? Are they claiming 86% or better? Or are they completely unregulated? If they're completely unregulated, I mean, you might as well just send them your money. So yeah, long and short of it, no, I don't trust them. But that doesn't mean they're not legit. It just, personally, I would not do it. Hey, what's going on, Mr. Drayden? This particular machine here came out of Reno, Nevada, was where its original home was for many years in the casino. I don't know what casino exactly. I buy them from a secondary distributor that sells them after they get them in and refurbish them. You can get them semi-refurbished. Sometimes they come in pretty nasty because after they spend a good 15, 20 years in a casino, they are usually pretty dirty on the inside and need a good cleaning. Robert, you know what? Actually, I think that's pretty much the long and short of it is they're you know, it's kind of like the small town where the judge is the jury and the judge and the sheriff. They kind of self-regulate. They have their own checks and balances. You know, how much I trust that, I don't know. It's not like in Vegas where, you know, they have the commission and it's pretty straightforward. You don't mess around if you want to keep your gaming license. We have tiny little casinos. We have gigantic casinos. Just taking a road trip through the state will show you there's so many different little casinos all over the place. I would say questionable. I usually when I play at the Indian casinos, I'll play at the larger ones. I try to stay away from the really small. I mean, there was a few streams ago, we showed a motherboard out of a game that came out of Las Vegas, one of the casinos there, and it had some interesting, what looked like aftermarket additions to the motherboard. They didn't look like it should be there. So, I mean, it's very difficult for somebody to cheat one of these new video reel slots. It's impossible, basically, in my opinion. However, on the flip side of that coin, it's not impossible for a casino to cheat its players. That's why there's regulatory commissions in place to monitor and keep track of it. Keep it fair, as fair as it can be. Yeah, if you have a small casino, it doesn't mean anything against them. It's just if you don't trust the slots, play table games. You know, if you're playing a 2-deck shoe of blackjack, I mean, what you see is what you get. Especially if it's an old shoe, not an auto shuffle. I mean, you see all the cards, you see the shoe, you see the cards coming out. There's no funny business. Do you really? That's pretty cool. You know, here's the thing. I mean, anybody who plays video games, I mean, a slot machine is basically software that runs on hardware. For those of you who play video games or have a past playing video games, you know that there's Easter eggs, there's hacks, there's cracks in the software, there's ways to get in and manipulate the software to, what we'll say, cheat a game. Well, a slot machine is no different. It's just software on a bunch of glass, basically, you know. The PCM, it's just a circuit board with chips, and it's all controlled by voltage. And if there's a way in, most of these machines are all on a network, so they can be manipulated. And that was another 50,000. Hey, I'll have to check that out. You did sign up or get into the group, right, on Facebook, Robert? Check out that. I'd like to check that out. So, are you guys gonna make your own game, or you got a slot game coming out? You gonna license it to one of the big? I say the big three, but you got like IGT, Ainsworth, and WMS, kind of seem to rule the roost when it comes to slots in the casinos, at least here locally. Hey, Nick G. No, this is actually a full-size IGT slot machine. It's a big beast of burden that we tune up here to try to win the $1 million jackpot. I forgot how heavy this thing actually is, and I was trying to relocate it for the stream. I needed better lighting and so on. And I about tipped it over. I had to catch it, and then I remembered real quick how heavy it is. Well, typically you're supposed to have these machines bolted to the base. The base is a steel base that typically casinos would have, you know, extra tickets, you know, whatever they need, extra supplies underneath. Back in the day, they used to actually store coins underneath the machines, if you remember. So it's a steel base, so the base weighs a ton on its own, but it's supposed to be bolted to the base, which, you know, being a guy, I'm not going to do that. Just why follow instructions on that? We like to have things completely unsafe around here. So the machine's not bolted to the base, so if you try pushing it and you're too high up on the machine, you could have a real problem. Oh, okay. So Nick, that's great because, you know, a lot of times I fail to introduce. So I appreciate you coming in for the first time. For those of you who are new to the channel, what we do here at Slots and Stuff is we have full-size slot machines that we set up for max bets. Typically, it's $900 to $1,000 a spin. One, just to see what it would be like to play these machines at such crazy levels. And two, we have a side goal in mind. It's to hit the $1 million jackpot on a real slot machine. If we do hit that $1 million jackpot, I'm going to do a giveaway. And I'm going to give away every bit of money that video generates over a course of 30 days on YouTube. And depending, I think if we hit $1 million jackpot, it should be pretty popular. I mean, we hit the $800,000 jackpot on Cleopatra 2 a few weeks back. It's been live for about 3 weeks, and I think that video's generated around $500, if I'm not mistaken. I can look at it, but so I think if we do that, and you guys do your part and share the video, give it thumbs up, make sure you subscribe. You have to subscribe to be entered into the drawing. But again, 30 days worth of revenue generated off that video when we do hit the million. 100% of it, less tax, is going to go to one winner. I think it'll be a fun little giveaway. And you know what? If we don't hit the million, I mean, we may lower the bar. I don't know, though. I kind of feel like it's realistic. Especially after we hit the 840,000. Yeah, no worries, Nick. I'm always bad about that. I fail to talk about... I always just assume that everybody's in here is usually the same folks. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, that's what we're doing here. Sometimes I'll do videos where we'll take the game boards out. We'll talk about it. I'll show you guys actually live changing the game boards out of the slot machine. Just different stuff like that. I mean, we could always set it up at like what the casino has it set up at. Typically, they'll do like a $1, $2, $5, sometimes $10 denom. Ultimately, I'd like to stream live from our casinos here, but they don't allow filming at this point. Now, I'll go visit them once we get up to like 10,000 subs. You know, something that has some weight. Then I can go back and have a little bit better presentation. I just didn't want to go approach them with... I mean, we're not doing bad. So far, we've only been live for about a month. And we're already up around 3,200, 3,300 subscribers. So once we get to 10,000, I'll go back in. We'll talk about some of the big slot channels and what they're doing for the casinos and bringing in business. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll get permission to film live in the casino. Obviously, I won't be doing $1,000 a spin, but we'll have fun, no doubt. Our state max is $100 a spin. Hey, I appreciate that, Mr. Adarian, or Darden. Draden, there you go. Sorry, my screen is super small right now, so I'm trying to read like super tiny text. Yes, I don't know why it didn't, let me see. There you go. I don't know why it blocks the messages sometimes. It's supposed to be set up for like an auto, just checking like bad words and stuff like that out of YouTube. I don't know. But sometimes it blocks normal chat messages. I appreciate you sharing the video out, man. One little sidestep of the rules that I didn't share earlier is that if you are a sub, you get an entry. If you happen to catch the live stream where we hit the $1 million jackpot, you get another entry. But you make sure you got to say something in chat, even if it's unintelligible. If you just want to put a smiley face, that's fine. But that's the only way I know you're in here is if you put something in chat. And for the third entry, so potential of 3 entries into that grand prize deal, is to join us on Facebook at Slots and Stuff. So it's spelled out facebook.com/slots-in-stuff. Everybody's welcome. Come on in, share your jackpot stories, tell us about your business. I usually give shout outs to whoever comes in. If you have another YouTube channel, tell us about it. Okay, Valhalla, we are ready for a bonus. I think it's been long enough. Let's just fast play this sucker a little bit. Yeah, so we need 3 of these scatters to get the bonus round. Actually, you know what? And we haven't really taken a look. For those of you who are new to the game, Treasures of Valhalla, let's take a quick look. So the wilds pay 5,000 times your line bet and then so on down. Your biggest Viking is going to be these 2 guys. They must be the king of the ship. And then we got that guy and then the princesses and so on. And then the numbers. Okay, so the lines on this, 1 through 5, 6 through 9, so it's not crazy intense on the lines like you saw the other day. We did the 400 line ridiculousness. And then we have multipliers. These are 500 credits for... That's not that great, though. I mean, you figure you'd get more than 500 for getting all 5. But you do get more spins. And that's that. And the rest of this is just rules and regulations. So Johnny Slot Player asks, what's the prize for the giveaway anyways? So it's a little bit weird. It's probably never been done before, but hey, this type of channel has never been done either. So we're kind of like setting a different trend here. So what we're going to do is, let me wonder if I can share the screen on this. Okay, so I'm going to try to explain it because I don't want to overly complicate the giveaway. Hey, what's up, Gerardo? So what we're going to do is, I wanted to see if I could share my screen without giving away too much information. Anyway, what we're going to do is each video that we release on YouTube generates a certain amount of revenue. I'm sure you've all seen those commercials, and some of you, I know, they are irritating, but what they do is they pay the power bill and they keep the lights on. They keep us streaming these funny little shows that we do here. But the goal is, for the giveaway, when we hit the $1 million jackpot, I'm going to publish that video. We're going to make it real nice, edit it, and give it an intro, outro, and polish it up, and then we're going to launch the video. And the whole goal is this. We're going to donate 30 days worth of revenue from that video, 100% of it less taxes, to one winner. Now, people say, well, how much can a video make? It just depends. It depends on 2 things. One, that we can get it monetized in YouTube, because sometimes they won't monetize a video. And 2, how much you guys do your part in sharing the video. So if we can get we have 3,200 subscribers. Surely with a $1 million jackpot on an IGT machine, if you guys all post it to your Facebook pages, share it out on Twitter, whatever you like to do for social media, then the more views it gets, the more it generates revenue-wise, the bigger the prize gets. To put it into perspective, we have an $840,000 jackpot video on Cleopatra 2 that we got a couple weeks ago. So far, that has been up live for about 3 or 4 weeks, and it looks like, we'll look at the details, but it looks like it's generated around $500. So my guesstimate would be, if we get a $1 million jackpot, I do my part, I make a great video, and you guys do your part, share it out, give it thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, and share it with all your family and friends. I'm hoping that we can do that giveaway, and I'm hoping it'll be around $1,000. But it's all dependent on how many people actually like the video and view it. So it's a little different way of doing a giveaway. Should be fun. And then I'll just, of course, PayPal the cash money over to whoever wins. there's one little caveat. We're going to have a spin-off too. So it's not just going to be one winner drawn out of a hat. We're going to draw 10 people out of a hat. To get your name into the giveaway, all you got to do is subscribe and give us a thumbs up on the video. And that gets you one entry into the hat. If you're on the stream where we hit the $1 Million Jackpot live, you'll get another entry. And if you're a member of our Slots and Stuff Facebook page, you'll get a third entry. Once I draw 10 names, we're going to have a spin-off. I'll give each of you 50,000 in credits, not dollars, credits into the machine. You'll have 50 spins at $1,000 a spin on a game of my choice. Whoever has the highest credit balance or total wins at the end of those 50 spins, like a slot tournament, will win the grand prize, which is the cash money. How's that sound? Does that sound overly complicated, or we got it? We all on board? I'm going to play this super fast. What's up, Ivan? Yeah, I agree, Ivan. This one's kind of brutal today. I don't know. Either we're going to get a big one, or it's just going to be wasting our time. Let's find out. That one video you guys saw with Valhalla where it re-triggered like 11 times was literally after we had like a 3-hour stream on this game, and it was like painful. Well, that evening I turned the game back on just for fun because I couldn't figure out why the heck we didn't hit anything. And I think it was like my third spin I got that bonus. So I'm trying drastically in any way that I can to hit that $1 Million Jackpot so we can get this thing underway. And that's why I was thinking, well, maybe we need to like lower the bar, right? I don't know. But I think it's totally realistic. I think we could do it. Hey, that's pretty good. Finally something. Nice. All right. I know that this particular game is one of those games, and you know what I mean. It's a resident sleeper. If we're not winning, kind of feels like that. So I feel your pain, so just bear with me for a few more here. Let's blaze through this. I really want to get that bonus. Hey, Brenda, how you doing? Now, this is not networked with any casino. It's not tied in at all. Hey, that's a good line hit. We got the little bearded guy for $25,400. Hey, Robert, welcome to the channel, man. This is just for fun. It's not real money. I would never, ever throw that kind of money away. Not in a million years. Yes, just to recap, guys, this is just for fun. This is a personally owned IGT slot machine. This is not real money. I most certainly would not be that frivolous with money. I do play at the real casino, but I certainly don't spend at this level. Actually, John Tessie, we did have some luck with Clio 2. We hit 120,000 or 140,000, and we had quite a few re-triggers too. It was actually going really well. Probably one of the better Clio streams we've had. Hey, Trevor asks if I could help him out getting it set up, a new slot machine. Absolutely, man. If it's one that I know something about, you bet. I'm happy to help, man. If you're getting an IGT machine, absolutely. Now, if you're getting another cabinet, I may not be as useful. I primarily have only owned IGT cabinets up to this point. Hey, Deanna is back in the house. Welcome back, Deanna. Candace asks, how much does a machine like this go for? Usually you can get the older IGT machines you can get for around $600 to $800 for the actual reels. These 3902, which are the little older games, like Stinkin' Rich, Lucky, Larry Lobster Mania, those type games, the older ones, those will typically go for around $1,200. And then these newer games on the 044 boards, the I and the S games are around 2,000, depending on how you get the game configured. And then they go up from there. They can get really expensive for some of those big dual monitor machines. Definitely, Trevor. And plus, if you do get the machine, I can turn you on to a couple of forums that are super helpful. It's just a bunch of slot technicians and people that are enthusiasts. They're always super nice, willing to help if you get stuck on a problem or something. Yeah, exactly. I am Jackpot. I'm kind of thinking maybe we're going to do like some other little fun stuff besides the main $1 Million Challenge, because let's be honest, guys, it could be a year or it could be tomorrow. You know what I mean? Or it could be today. That's the painful part. So maybe I'll sleep on that. We might do something a little different. Come on, little Valhalla. Yes, I know exactly, Deanna. We've seen 2 jackpots, both over 800,000 over the last 3 weeks. So we're very, very close. Both of those jackpots were on Clio 2. Now we have seen a $540,000 jackpot on this game. I didn't see anything in the rules on this game about max number of re-triggers. Did you guys? Ivan, my friend, you must be polite, or we will put you in timeout for a little bit. I will change games. I know it's painful, but hey, we got to give it a fair shake, and we always do at least a couple 100,000 through it. Otherwise, it's not worth putting the game in and programming it. Trust me. It's a bit of a doozy. Wow. Ed, you got to see 200,000 live at a casino in a Clio 2? That's pretty awesome. Yeah, I know it's capable. In Vegas, they have some Clio 2 machines that can pay out pretty good because they're up to, I believe, $400 max bet. Yeah, just give you a little timeout, Ivan, that's all. No harm, no foul, man. I appreciate you don't like Valhalla. There's some games that are like watching paint dry, and I have your back on that with this one. That's why I'm hoping for this bonus round, because I like the music. Let's change up the bet. Let's go down to half bet for a couple spins. So Trevor, when you get your machine, one thing that's super important, man, and I cannot stress this enough, is static electricity. It's about a $3 part. Actually, it's about $4 on Amazon. It's a grounding wristband. You'll hook it to your wrist, and then you'll plug it into a ground source to discharge any static electricity before you work on the circuitry, or you mess with the boards, or anything inside the slot machine. Because it's okay when it's in the slot machine. It's when you take it out of the slot machine, it looks for a path to ground itself, and you'll fry your game. So nothing like spending $500-600 on a game and then accidentally shocking it and ruining it the first day. Been there, done that. I don't know if you guys remember, 2 weeks ago we had some new games come in, a shipment, and I had Country Cash. Well, apparently Country Cash is no longer. Yeah, this game is dog. game hurts my feelings. It's either going to get really good or it's going to get the boot, you know what I mean? It's like full-on resident sleeper. Fast play. Oh, you know why? We didn't do our... Good luck. Mojo there. Just going to fast spin the crap out of it. See, but the thing is with this game, it's super volatile. So just like Wicked Winnings 2 or Wicked Winnings 1 or Pompeii or any of those super volatile games, they go on these long dry spells. And if you have to have the bankroll to get through them, because if you don't, you'll never hit the big one. Usually when they break loose, they really go crazy. So that's why sometimes I don't mind if it's got a dry spell like this, because usually it wraps it up with like a really good jackpot, you know? There you go, a $20,000 hit. Wow, Rebecca saw over 800 spins on a $9 bet paying $8,000. That's pretty awesome. Can you imagine? You'd be there for days. 900 spins. Hey, White Feathers asks, do I collect the game machines or just the boards? So due to space limitations, what I do is we have a Game King cabinet, and then we swap out the motherboard, or main board as it's called sometimes, as well as the flash game board, reinsert it, and then reprogram it to run on the same cabinet. So one cabinet, 17 games over about 6 different motherboards. So if you're a techie and you like getting into the hardware and messing around with that, it's a lot of fun. But can also be a little frustrating when you ruin a game. So my largest casino win is 36.8 and change. And that was a long time ago. And then recently, my most recent one was 26,008 or 6 or something like that. You can see it on YouTube. There's some pictures on a montage that I did, a little video of a bunch of still shots that we got. Because I could take pictures of my jackpots. Finally. All right. This better be big, guys. Anybody going to make a guess? All right, Mike, you're the one with the guess. Tell us, Mr. Mike, are we going to get the million? By the way, for those of you who don't know, Mike here has actually guessed 3 bonus rounds within $5,000 consecutively. So you're like 3 for 3. So let's see Mike's guess, and let's let it roll. Nick G comes in at 86,000. Ed saying 40. Oh, first spin re-trigger. I think this may be the big one, guys. Robert's coming in at 340 G's. White Feathers is calling 37,000. That's a pretty good first spin. 400,000. Johnny Slot Player comes in with 400,000. I'm going to be super optimistic and call the million. Why not? Go big or go home, right? Candace in at 275. Nick G reevaluates at 320. I'm feeling a re-trigger coming on. Hey, Sunshine Girl, welcome to the channel. She comes in at 784,000. Let's see, like 900 spins. Mike comes in with the call, 77,777. The Price is Right. Chris comes in with a late roll of 80,000. We got to get that re-trigger, or it's going to be 2 chances left. We got robbed. Let's see, what was the final tally? Let's see, you're going to freak me out, Mike, if you got it again. $58,800. Let's scroll back up through the chat and see who was closest. I think Ed wins. Ed Kita. He came in at 40,000. I think so. Bada bing, you win. Ed got the closest bet. He was 18,000 off, which is not too bad. I'm surprised. I'm gonna say that jackpot was not that gravy. As normal, guys, I will let you decide. You want to keep spinning on Valhalla, or are you bored out of your gourd? You want to see something else? I know, Ivan. I know you do. I appreciate you guys. Hey, maybe, just maybe, should we go back to an older game? I'm kind of feeling like the older games. You guys like Stinkin' Rich. I know you like Stinkin' Rich. We could do Lucky Larry's Lobster Mania, Stinkin' Rich, Clio 1, Triple Stars. Clio 1 or Cats. Oh, I almost forgot. You guys want to roll a little kitty glitter today? We got the re-trigger the other day. I was kind of feeling the love for a kitty glitter. The Buffalo. I wish I had the Buffalo, man. I'd totally play that one. I think kitty glitter might be kind of cool. I know we did that already, but the whole thing is if we get the re-trigger on that one, if you get all those little diamonds, we might actually be able to hit $1 million. What do you think? Yeah, I don't know. Should we try a couple more spins on this? I'm going to do a couple more just in case we get the backups, you know, like backup spins. A couple of quick spins just to make sure we didn't miss the big one. And then we will move on. So we got a couple of votes for kitty glitter there. Yep, I'm thinking kitty glitter it is. I mean, what's cool is I have the old kitty glitter, which is kind of cool. But I really want to hit that $1 million. My goal was to hit the $1 million before the 25th so that we could actually have the giveaway before Christmas. I mean, that would be perfect, right? That'd make a good little Christmas gift for somebody. But if we want to do that, we got to stick with the big, the big titles that have the multipliers, which would be like Kitty Glitter, Clio 2. I thought Valhalla until about 20 minutes ago. Oh, Mike, you missed the bonus. It ended up at what was it, guys? Like 50 something? 58,000 with one re-trigger. So it was not that great. I'm going to spin the rest of this balance out. So we got 21,000 left in the machine. It's basically 22 spins, 23 spins. We'll just fast play it out, get rid of it. I think the closest guess was the 40,000. get rid of these credits that are in here. Yep, it's meow time. Yes, Sunshine Girl, you just missed the first stream of the day was on Clio 2, and it was actually on fire. It was a great stream. It should be live now on YouTube. If you haven't seen that, go back and check it out. We had like 3 or 4 re-trigger bonus rounds. We had a total of probably 8 or 9 bonus rounds. That was on. It was a great session on Clio 2. Way better than this one. All right. I think we're good now. Let's get rid of that. Come on, let us free us of your treasures. There, boom, done. Ripsky. Let's go ahead and do some kitty glitter, guys. Is that what we all agree on here? Kitty glitter time. I think so. Yeah, if you haven't checked out that previous stream, it was Clio 2. There was a lot of bonus rounds. It was a pretty good stream. Should be live now on YouTube. I will be back. Give me about 20-30 minutes. I'm going to grab a quick bite to eat, and then we'll come back with kitty glitter, and we'll give it another run. So enjoy your lunch, guys. It is Taco Tuesday, and before long, I will be right back. Take care now. Also, somebody please bring this gentleman a beer. I am Jackpot. Needs a beer. Thank you so much.